Well, 1999, I've been, saving animals or rescuing animals for a very long time prior 1999. But what happens is a lot of abandoned, feral, homeless animals. When I was rescuing a lot of mother cats with their babies, the babies get socialized and they were eventually adopted. But the adults, most of them were not socialized enough to be able to be adopted. So I got to the point that I was having more and more adults that they were not able to be adopted. So basically I ended up with many, and I had really, really hard time to find them a place. That's how I was looking for a sanctuary, to send them to a sanctuary. I ended up visiting different places, and nobody was able to take them in. And that was one of the things why I basically decided this is really a need, especially for the under-socialized animals. And that's when 1999, that was the time when I decided I have to do something. I didn't want to really take them for euthanasia or because they can be placed. So I ended up opening the sanctuary. The name of Love Every Animal got inspired by one of the feral cats. Actually, was one of the first ferals I helped them. A mother cat and her baby show up one night. So I fed the mama and the baby, and then the mother left, and I kept the baby because the baby was very sick. So I held the baby, I took him in, and then I felt bad because the baby, the mother left, and I thought, what am I gonna do now? The baby is, by herself with me. Then the next day, I put food again, and the mother came back. And at that time, I decided, well, if she wants to take her baby, that's fine, I didn't want to separate them. But the mother stayed. So the mother and the baby moved into my place with no problem. So I was feeding them, but they were both ferals. Anyway, after a while, I took them both to the veterinarian, and the little cat, she had a chronic condition because for a long time she had a very bad upper respiratory, and it created a problem in her hearing. So anyway, I had her for like around 2 years, and she kept getting sick, and I keep taking her to the hospital, and I call her Leah. Her name was Leah. And when Leah got very ill, basically the veterinarian told me she won't be able to really survive. Eventually she will have to be euthanized because her problem is really chronic. And so it got to the point that she had to be euthanized. And that was a really sad event because I felt like Leah really didn't want to, died. When I took her in to the vet, and when she was in my arms, and then we euthanized her, and I just felt that she did not want to die. And it took me months to get over about the feeling of her not dying. And her mother stayed with me for many years. And that was really, to me, something that opened up my mind in the sense that after that, I was very aware about the homeless animals, especially cats. So I started helping more animals. And with that in mind, because of Leah, I decided to open the Leah Sanctuary. But later on, Leah came into Love Every Animal, which is basically Leah. And that's when I opened up the sanctuary in 1999. Yeah. That's when Leah, died. And I think Leah, really opened up the door to the sanctuary, because without Leah, I don't think so. I was, actually Leah changed my whole agenda, It really changed completely. I wasn't even expecting to ever do sanctuary, so, that wasn't my intention. But for some reason, Leah opened up, I guess, my mind to different dimensions, you know, and now I'm here. Because that wasn't in my, in my script, definitely. That wasn't something that I was planning to. But, you know, I don't know. There's sometimes you think destiny. You can plan as much as you want to plan, but sometimes it doesn't happen that way.